My favorite zodiac signs. Well, I'm Lamarr Townsend. If you don't know who I am, I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading for you, or a birth chart reading, or a love synastry, love compatibility birth chart reading. If you would like any of those things, please contact me for your own personal private reading on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, or email me at Lamarr. I had to think about it. Or email me at lamarr.townsend@gmail.com. Like, which email again? Alright, also please subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Follow me on Instagram at Lamarr Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend Official. I hope you did not hear my stomach growl. I'm hungry. I've not eaten anything all day. Um, and I think that's it. Okay. Also, join my group, my public group on Facebook, Lamarr Townsend Group. If you would like to promote positivity and happiness, I will have to approve you though. So, with that being said, I appreciate you for listening and watching this video, and I'm here to talk about my favorite zodiac signs. Now, this does not mean that the other zodiac signs that I'm not going to mention in this video are not my favorite or that I have something against them. I just have my own specific reasons about why I love these zodiac signs I'm about to mention, okay? So, my personal favorite zodiac signs are, and I have a lot, honey, okay? My personal favorites, for different reasons that I'm going to get into very briefly and quickly, are Capricorn, of course, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay, so my favorite zodiac signs, Capricorn. Let's start with Capricorn. First of all, I'm a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn sun, and then I have Capricorn all throughout my chart, the rest of my chart, right? Um, Especially I have Capricorn in very, very like poignant places too, so I have a lot of Capricorn energy. So immediately whenever I find out someone's a Capricorn, I'm like, oh, I get you, you get me, like we're here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get along with Capricorns, and not all Capricorns. Let me say that, not all Capricorns, because there are a Capricorn or two that really work my nerve every now and then. Let's not get it twisted. All the zodiac signs have their few bad apples, right? Um, but Capricorns, for the most part, is the one zodiac sign out of all, and I'll say Libras. Libras too, actually. Capricorn and Libra. Well, we're on Capricorn right now, so I would say even over a Libra. Like, Capricorn is that one zodiac sign where when I find out someone's a Capricorn, I'm immediately intrigued. I'm immediately interested, and whenever they find out I'm a Capricorn, it's like the same thing. It's like, oh shit, really, you're a Cap too? It's like, oh dang, like. Capricorns just understand each other it's like Scorpio and Scorpio. Like, Scorpios understand each other on a level that only Scorpios can understand. Capricorns understand each other on a level that only Capricorns can understand. So whenever I'm in the presence of a Capricorn, I'm like, they get me. Even if we don't explicitly say, I get you. We get it. We understand how each other think. We understand why we act the way we act. Even if other signs don't understand why we act the way we act. Like, Capricorn is like the one sign who knows there's always something deeper. There's always a reason why that person acts the way they act. Like, Capricorns love to talk about this stuff when they get in each other's presence. Like, they love to like talk and go deep, and like, we love talking about like hustling and like the making money and what matters in life. Like, we love talking about stuff like that with each other because we get it. We that's the vibe, the frequency that we roll on. So I will always I was just chilling with my Of course, it was like Thanksgiving weekend this weekend, right? And I was chilling with my cousin who's Capricorn, born January 16th, the same day as Liam, and I have another Capricorn who was born January 16th. That's like, he's younger than me. They're actually both younger than me. But I was chilling over Thanksgiving with my fellow Capricorn cousin, whose name is also Lamarr, ironically, and we were just like kind of admiring over the fact that we're both Capricorns and we get each other. Like, we literally had this conversation last night. Like, Caps are just those types of people where we think a lot. That's one thing I remember is like we were saying we both think a lot. Like, I was like, but you know what? That's also a strength because we think things through. Whereas he was like, yeah, the other signs give up. But we think so much that we have to we think ourselves to a solution. So like only a Cap could understand and value that conversation with one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, that conversation probably will like take me into the next few months. Like, dang, he really got me. That's my cousin. Like, so it's all love with a Capricorn. I love Capricorns. You know what I'm saying? Even if like I'm beefing with one, I'm like, I get it. They're a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's just a Capricorn thing, man. All right. So Taurus. Taurus is another earth sign. And if you didn't notice, all the earth signs are on here and all the fire signs are on here. Now, we'll get into the fire signs in a second, but because I'm an earth sign and I have a lot of earth in my chart, I'm a Capricorn sun, Virgo rising. And then, like I said, I have Cap all throughout my chart. I think I also have like a lot of earth in my chart. I probably have Taurus and Virgo throughout my chart too. But those are the most important placements. My Mercury and Mars are in Sagittarius, which is why Sag is on here, and then my Moon is in Libra, which is why Libra is on here. But Taurus is, I have a really good friend who's a Taurus, and we don't see each other often because we're both doing our own thing. Of course, we keep up with each other on Snapchat and this and that. But Taurus is that one sign. It's an earth sign, so I vibe with all the earth signs. Whenever I find out someone's an earth sign, I'm immediately like, oh, I F's with you. Like, I love earth signs. Earth signs are so chill and they just get each other. So all the earth signs are on here, for that reason. And I have a good friend who's a Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. I'm a Libra moon, so I'm ruled by Venus. So, I have that energy, although it's a different form because Libra's an air sign, it's all about balance and harmony. Taurus is all about, the same thing pretty much, but Tauruses are much more stubborn and practical about it. And that's what I love about them because they are also, they talk their talk, but they walk the walk too. And that's why I love Tauruses. Because they help put things into perspective. They definitely help keep you on track. They're super stubborn, and when they love someone, like when they're around someone they love, they want the best for them, and they're not afraid to point out things that that person may not be that may be tough to look at. Like, if I have Taurus members in my family, and my Taurus friends always, like, they always point out the obvious, but for some reason, for me, as a Capricorn Libra moon, it's not obvious until I hear them say it. It's like, oh, dang, you're right. Like, I do need to, start doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so obvious, but I don't know why I wasn't paying attention to it. And thank you, Taurus. Like, Taurus is that person, like, who just keeps you on track. And it's all, they do it in such a gentle, loving way, too, but it's still, like, tough love, Virgo. Now, I'm a Virgo rising, so I love Virgos. I understand Virgos to an extent. I understand that energy. They're an earth sign, so I love earth signs. Virgos can be a little bit critical, but, they're critical of themselves. Like I said, I'm critical of myself. I'm a Virgo rising, so I have that Mercury energy in me. So, I get anxious, I get, nervous. I get, my mind's always racing. Like I said, I'm a Capricorn, so come on. So I just love that earth energy, that chill, vibe. It's gonna be okay. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. Just keep hustling. Keep working hard. You'll be fine. Keep planning out things and working. Implementing those plans. Organizing ish. Like, you'll be fine. You got it. That's like a Virgo, and I love that energy. I need that energy. So. I was chilling with my cousin over the weekend too, who's a Virgo, and we had so much fun together. We laughed so much. It was really, really fun. Like, it was, I love her. Like, I really, I love her. It was so much fun. And I've never laughed so hard with her. She's hilarious. Virgos are really, really funny. So Scorpio is next, and Scorpio is, my Venus is in Scorpio, so Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars. And, some of my good friends are Scorpios too. And I love that Scorpios are not afraid to go deeper. I love that Scorpios are not afraid, like, kind of like Taurus, and not just state the obvious. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times the obvious can be the elephant in the room. You know what I'm saying? And Scorpio's not afraid to address the elephant in the room, you know? Um yeah. We had a good friend over here for Thanksgiving, who's not a family member, but they've grown to be a family member. Um she is a uh white lesbian woman. But we worked with her. Me and my uncle worked with her at Papa John's. And if you want that story, you can watch the video. I think on Capricorn, you're the GOT. She's not a part of that story. She's at clearly because she was here with us on Thanksgiving. But if you want a little background on like how we got to know each other and all that stuff, but she's become a part of the family. She was over for Thanksgiving. I only got to see her briefly because I was in and out. I only ate a little bit, and then I went over to my aunt's house and spent like 2 days over there. But which is why I was on YouTube for a while. But she will often come over after work or whatever and chill with us on the porch. And she's so funny. I love her. She'll just be cracking jokes, and like she will state the obvious about people, like but it's like the elephant in the room. It's like it's so funny because she's like not blood, but it's like dang, like she acts like blood, and that's how Scorpios are. Like when they love you, even if you're not family, you're family to them. You know what I'm saying? And they're not afraid to get family together every now and then. You know what I'm saying? In their own kind of subtle way. Scorpios are really really subtle, so I notice when she does stuff like that. I notice when she's starting stuff, but it's in order to heal it. It's in order to bring it to the surface, because as the outsider looking in, I'm sure she can see certain things within, the individuals in the family and within the family dynamic, that, you know what I'm saying? Scorpios like to shake stuff up and, wreck shit to build it back up into something better. So I love Scorpios for that. The Scorpios are so funny, and so protective of the ones they love, and they kind of remind me of Earth signs a little bit because they can be so chill and so introspective and deep like an earth sign. Earth signs are deep thinkers, and Scorpio's definitely a deep thinker. Scorpio's all about going deep into thought, deep into research, just going deep overall. So, and like I said, my Venus is in Scorpio. I have Pluto conjunct Scorpio, so it's just a lot going on here in Scorpio, but we love Scorpios. Leo is just super fiery, super sunny, super bright, and we love it. Leos are always the people who keep things on track, who keep things focused, who keep people focused. And I have good friends who are Leos, and I have such good adventures with them. I've had such good adventures with them, and even though we don't talk, even if we're not in the same state or country, we still find ways to keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? And when you meet up with a Leo, even if you haven't seen them in months or years, it's like there's no time has passed. It's like you just kind of catch up right where you last left off, and it's like it's amazing to have that connection with a Leo. When you have a friend in Leo, you really have a friend for life. Like a Leo will go to bat for you. Like, and my Leo friends have shown me that they will go to bat for me. And I absolutely love that. I would go to bat for them. Like, I love Leos. I love that fire energy. Not only are they sunny and passionate, but they will get you together if they need to. And I love someone who's not afraid to get somebody together, honey. Okay, so we love Leos, but they know how to do it in a way that's very tactful, which maybe Sagittarius doesn't know how to do all the time. Like I said, my Mars and Mercury are in Sag, so definitely my mouth can get the best of me, honey. All right, but that's what I learned from Leos, to not let my mouth get the best of me, to take the higher road sometimes. So Libra is ruled by Venus, and like I said, I'm a Libra moon. So there's this weird thing about Libras. Like, whenever I found out someone's a Libra, like over the Thanksgiving weekend, I found out that one of my favorite uncles is a Libra. I was like, oh my god, really? You pegged me as a Sagittarius, but all this time you're actually Libra. I want to know what his moon and rising sign is, because he has to have Sag in there, because he's just so blunt, so funny, so sarcastic sometimes. But anyways, Libras can be that way too when they're with people they love. Um, but Libras can also have a temper, like a really, really bad temper. So I totally see that actually. There's something about Libras. I don't know. I think it's because I'm a Libra moon that I just love Libra energy. Like I love being around Libras. They're so easy to talk to for me. They're so understanding, like you know what I'm saying, and like they're just so easy to talk to. They're so easy to vibe with and get along with, and it's like the first thing I find out when someone's a Libra, I'm like, oh, I'm a Libra moon. Like, that's so awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. There's such just good energy, and they get the importance of, like, good energy, good vibes, like, around you. You know what I'm saying? So, if there's no one else who understands that, I know it's a Libra. So, like, I love that about Libras. So, like, a harmonious environment and a harmonious atmosphere is so important. If there's anything off, the Libra will be like, "Oh, can we take this light out? Like, what? Can we move tables? I don't like this table. It's something." Like, I love that because they get it. It's like, "Oh my gosh, are you a Libra?" Like, because people get so weirded out by me, I guess, about that because a lot of times I go by energy and vibes, and some people get that, some people don't. And I sometimes wonder, is it because I'm a Libra moon? Because the moon sign deals with your feelings and things like that. So your emotional security. So in order to be emotionally secure, I need a harmonious environment, a peaceful environment. And Libras are really, really good at doing that. They're really, really good at mediating, making peaceful environments. Like, my uncle is really, really good for that. Like, if there's someone fighting, honey, he will come over here. He's my uncle on my dad's side, but he will come over here. Like, if I'm fighting or I'm having issues with, like, over here, he'll come over here and be a mediator. Like, my aunt's that way too on my dad's side. But anyways, it's all love. I love Libras. I really, really do. Sagittarius. Okay, so I'm a Sag, Mars and Mercury, and I can be super duper sarcastic. I can be super duper daydreamy and imaginative, but I can also be very blunt, very straightforward, and it's like Wendy Williams says, I can sometimes shoot straight from the hip, right? And that's that Sag energy. I don't know if Wendy is Sag, but honey, I was also born in December 27th, so I'm born in the month of Sag. So, a lot of times, December born Capricorns will have that residual Sagittarius energy, especially from the 30th and above. Like, those are the ones who have the most, like, Sag in them. That fire sea goat, that fiery sea goat. But I love Sagittarius because they don't always take things seriously, and as a Capricorn sun, I tend to favor um, not taking things seriously all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, because life can be so serious for me sometimes. Sometimes I just need a laugh. Sometimes I just need an adventure. Sometimes I just need a little silliness or craziness. And I can always depend on the Sag for that, right? Some silliness and craziness. They don't take things seriously. They are so go with the flow. They don't, like, let things get them down. They're so optimistic, even in the most troubling times. And, I love that energy. I love, love, love that energy, that Sagittarius energy where it's like, oh well, I'll move on, life goes on. And I love that, because life does go on. And that's something that I constantly need to remind myself, as a Capricorn. It's like, hey, stop taking it so seriously. So, last but not least, Aries. Now, I don't have any prominent Aries in my chart, I don't believe. I do have Aries in my chart, though, but I don't think it's like, I think it might be in one of my houses, but Aries, I love their fieriness, I love their boldness, their bravery, and their bluntness. I love the way they carry themselves, their regality. Like, I was watching an interview with Whitney Houston today, from like way back from the year I was born, 1991, right? And just, she's an Aries sun. I think she's a Leo moon, but the way she carried herself and the way she, was so regal and royal, even with interviewers who were clearly trying her nerves, she still kept, tactful. I mean, I do have some Aries friends. I actually have an Aries friend who's a fellow psychic who's an Aries moon and a Libra moon. So we resonate on that Libra moon thing where we're like, when we're unbalanced, we can get erratic, but like, even like when she gets mad, like sometimes like Capricorn, like when they lose it, they just can't control themselves. It like takes a lot for them to get back, presently in their body. And like Capricorn can be like so mad they shake. But in Aries, has this way about them where they can be that mad, but they can find it within themselves to take a deep breath, and call for what the time calls for. If they need to be professional, they find a way to be professional. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. And Aries is not afraid to get someone together. But Aries has this way of sometimes being so regal and pristine and professional that they can just be so above the fray in that aspect. Like Mariah Carey's an Aries, and I love Mariah. She's so shady, but she does it in a way that she's above the fray. Like, you can't deny she's above the fray. Like, even when she's shady, like, she's above the fray, and I love that. That's something that Aries is a sign that, once again, doesn't really get themselves down. Nothing really gets the fire signs down. They keep moving forward, and they just keep being their fiery, passionate selves, and that's why I love the fire signs. So, alright, these are my favorite zodiac signs and why. So I hope this video gave you some clarity and insight. I hope you got something out of it. This does not mean I don't love Pisces or Cancer or Gemini or Aquarius. I actually do love these zodiac signs. I have nothing against them. Cancer is an amazing sign. I have so much fun with Cancers. They get me on an emotional level, better than I know myself a lot of the time. Better than I know myself a lot of the time, I mean. Pisces is the dreamer. I love Pisces. They, in a weird way, keep me grounded. The Pisces in my life, in their own respective ways. Aquarius, I have some good Aquarius friends. I have some Aquarius people that I look up to. I love that they don't get them so, they don't, let anything get them down. They're always moving forward, always, they're so lighthearted. Aquarius is like, they take things in stride. I love that about them. And then Gemini, Geminis are just who they are. Gemini, I don't have anything bad to say about Geminis. I have some great Gemini people in my life. I learn a lot from Geminis. Geminis are great intellectuals. I love an intellectual conversation. And Geminis are really, really good for that. Geminis are also fun. Like, I love Geminis. They're so fun. So unpredictable, too. So, you never know what side of Gemini you're going to get. That always keeps you on your toes, and I need to be kept on my toes. So, all right, you guys. I absolutely love you guys. Being kept on your toes keeps you sharp. So Geminis keep you sharp, because they're so sharp, so, that's just what they, once you spend enough time with a Gemini, you're sharp, your mind's sharp, you see things coming before they hit you. So, all right, you guys, I love you guys. Namaste. I've said all the signs at this point, so, but these are my favorite zodiac signs and why. And I love you guys until the next video. All right, peace out, love and light. Until the next video. Also, please contact me for your own reading, tarot reading, birth chart reading, love synastry compatibility reading at lamarrtownsendtarot.com, or email me at lamarr.townsend@gmail.com. Until the next time, okay? Follow me on Instagram and like me on Facebook. Facebook.com/Lamarr Townsend Official, Instagram at Lamarr Townsend. All right? Love you. Bye.